Tama ba? Dito, di ba?
45 seconds.
Thank you. The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Health Department recorded over 18,100 new COVID-19 infections today. This is slightly higher compared to yesterday's tally. It also brings the caseload to above 3,493,000, with some 226,000 cases still active. The virus killed at least 74 more patients overnight, bringing the death toll to more than 53,700. The COVID-19 fatality rate stands at 1.54%. Meanwhile, recoveries are now at over 3,213,000, with 22,000 new survivors logged today. The recovery rate from COVID-19 remains high at 92%, meaning 9 out of 10 COVID-positive individuals eventually recover from the virus. 35.2% out of some 61,000 COVID-19 tests recently conducted yielded positive results. And the National Bureau of Investigation will begin its probe into the alleged phishing schemes targeting teachers with land bank accounts. The Justice Department ordered the NBI to file the appropriate charges against those found responsible for the crime. The NBI needs to submit a progress report to the DOJ within 30 days upon receiving the Department of order. The Land Bank said in a statement that devices of the teachers were hacked via phishing, which compromised their personal information. And the crime rate in Metro Manila posted a sharp decline in the last 14 months, according to the NCR Police. Focus crime incidents in the capital region dropped nearly 17% from pre-pandemic figures. Focus crimes include homicide, physical injury, robbery, theft, vehicle theft, and rape. The drop in the crime rate coincides with the mobility restrictions amid the pandemic. We're going to pause for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The country continues to sink in the ratings of the Global Corruption Perception Index, earning its lowest score under the Duterte administration. Camille Samonte with the report.
The Philippines has continued to slump in the Global Corruption Perception Index for 2021. Based on the report of Transparency International, the Philippines placed 117th out of 180 countries. The Philippines earned a score of 33 out of 100, its lowest under the Duterte administration. The CPI uses a scale of 0 to 100, wherein 100 indicates that a country has a very clean record, while 0 means a government is highly corrupt. Also at the 117th spot are Algeria, Egypt, Nepal, and Zambia. The report also showed that since Duterte was elected, there was a sharp decline in freedom of association and freedom of expression, making it hard to speak up about corruption. Transparency International calculated the scores using data from the World Bank and the World Economic Forum, including private risk and consulting companies. The anti-corruption watchdog assessed different aspects of corruption in the government, such as bribery, diversion of funds, and prosecution of those involved in graft. For an economist, it is a cause for concern that corruption continues to persist in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic.
You are seeing this deterioration in corruption happening while economy is not performing well, while debt is ballooning, competitiveness is slipping, and we're not being able to attract FDI as much as our neighbors. Hirap na yung tao nagugutom, hindi makapaghanap buhay, hindi makagalaw freely, and still makikita nila that people are stealing left and right.
Another problem is the outstanding debt of the national government, amounting to 11.9 trillion pesos. These were used for economic recovery and COVID-19 response. Some of these funds, however, were allegedly used for corrupt practices.
We're resorting to debt. We're not really attractive in terms of competitiveness. You cannot really expect foreign investors to come in kung wala naman silang nakikitang maganda tungkol sa iyo
Peña Reyes notes that the 2022 elections could play a big role to get us out of this crisis. For News 5, Camille Samonte, we are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The Philippine Statistics Authority reports the country's economy grew by 5.6% in 2021. This is slightly above the government's target range of 5 to 5.5% for last year. It also marks a rebound from the 9.6% contraction recorded in 2020. Economic managers welcome the latest GDP print, saying that the stage is now set for accelerated growth this year. Health authorities have detected over 600 more Omicron variant cases in the Philippines. The new Omicron cases comprise around 91% of the latest batch of samples. This brings the total number of confirmed Omicron cases in the country to 1,153, 5 of whom have died. And the PBA will resume its Governor's Cup next week, but without a live audience. Commissioner Willie Marshall says the league will study whether it is safe to accommodate fans back into the venues. A crowd of close to 5,000 people were already allowed to watch the games live at the Araneta Coliseum prior to the current COVID-19 surge. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.